I'm going to look at some stuff. I've been a lot of stuff is coming back. Oh, look at that rose all out in bloom. I even remember how to root roses now. I'm remembering stuff that I just told you. I don't know if it's because of the COVID that it's left my mind or what, but a lot of that stuff is coming back. That's gonna help me. I guess I need to change these darn pants. Them strawberries are really kicking butt. I'm gonna get a lot of plants off of them. I mean, this one's not doing it. Well, I need my pickup stick. The sweeping willow is really coming out strong now. I like that. Yes, it is. This cord's in the way. I still ain't got everything the way I want it. But there's some stuff that's really kicking butt. Mexican tulips is starting to bloom. Now I want to see, I'm going to start doing some air laying. There's a lot of fern growing in that I don't like. But I'm gonna do some air laying. There's a good one right there that could, yes, I could do that. There's several I could get off there. The thing about air laying, you get, when they take in 5 weeks, you've got, yep. But I think these, now that would be a good one to do. But when you do the air laying, you get nice mature plants. And I could almost, I don't know what this is, but I can't smell anything. Seems like it ought to be. Oh yeah, ooh, it's got a nice smell. Oh. Oh man, I'm smelling them now. I wonder how big that house is gonna be. I know they got kids. I seen the lady out here the other day. That's gotta be a septic tank hole. Got to be. I wanna, oh look at the little oranges. They already bloomed? I didn't know they had bloomed. I'm gonna do air laying on that limb right there. Has these bloomed? Yep, they sure have. There's oranges starting out on that. I wonder if I could airload that limb there with the oranges already on it. And this, I don't know what this is, but no, the wheels are turning in my head now about stuff I want to do, and it's going to be stuff for profit, buddy. Yes, it is. And you know what? I could scarf up a bunch of elephant ear plants too, man. There's a pile of them in there. I've just got to get my, I can do air laying with small water drink bottles, you know. But for them small limbs, you need them root balls that you have to buy off of, well, you can get them other places, but I'll be getting them off of Amazon. Right there's a good one to do air laying. Yep. GoPro, stop recording. You know, I could take and root that whole thing. Yeah, my is that got a pot in it, or is that, no, that's just, I've got to get all this mess cleaned up too. Let me go around here and look. I'm just looking for stuff I can grow into mature plants and sell. Boy, she really messed that up. Well, maybe not messed it up, but she trimmed it. But you know what? And this here, I might could air layer them. I could. I could. Is that guy, is that a crepe myrtle? I believe it is. Oh, podocorpus. There's a podocorpus. Oh yes, I can. That's podocorpus. I love that stuff. That has made a big old tree. I get several plate things off of here. Wow. Podocorpus. And I don't know. This is crepe myrtle. I'm seeing all kind of possible. All this stuff has come back to me. What the world is that, right? Is that a vent at the kitchen? Yes, it is. Why is that door hanging open? I'm gonna do some aerating here, I can tell you that. My neighbor is fixing to pour some concrete. Yes, they are. All right. It's going to all right. I'm gonna start something. Now you can make them. I'd rather have the professionally made root balls. I don't have any. I can't get any till I can all right. Now this will be all self-explanatory. This is going to do the thing of a, let's see, I need to cut a little, I wonder if this will cut it. No, that won't cut it. All right, that'll make one. See, the thing about air laying is, now I'm gonna find a piece out there I want to clone, and I gotta strip the bark from around. Let's see, I can maybe show you on this. Of course, this wouldn't, I wouldn't do that on it, but you go in there and you strip the bark about a ½ inch to an inch, and you strip it all the way around where you're right to the bare, I forget the name of it. And then and you treat it with hormones, and then you slip this completely around that. You go on down to where it's at, and you fill this with medium, you know, like soil of some kind. In my case, I like to use sphagnum, a mixture of sphagnum and soil. And then you close that, you got that in there, and it's down below that, you know. And you wrap this up. In this case, I'll be wrapping with aluminum foil. And it's got the medium and the dirt in there, and it goes around that. And then in approximately 5 weeks, there's roots grown out from that place where you peel the bark. And then you can go in there and cut that limb below here, right here, and the rest of it's up here, and you've got a mature plant. You can cut it off and plant it in the pot. That's the whole thing. And what you wind up with, whatever was above that, you know, you've got a mature plant. I don't know all the technical terms about it, but I'm recording. That's the idea behind it. And what you got there is a mature plant, and you can sell those things, depending on how many, you know. Well, it don't depend on that, but it's just, you know, you wind up with a mature plant. It's an exact clone from that uh, mature tree. And you can do it. You can do it on orange trees. You can do it. You can do it on any kind of plants or trees. It's preferably good for mature plants. Like that azalea there and that camellia and those orange trees in the back. I'm gonna do some off of those. And there's one back there that's got oranges on it, right? The little bitty ones, the new ones. I'm gonna try to clone that limb and see if it works. But I gotta wait till I get those balls, and I can't get those balls. This thing with the bank has got me so screwed up. I can't do nothing. I mean, I had actually I had about $80 in my savings, and I had maybe $20 in my spending account. And then for some reason, Amazon charged me a second time on the ramp, $300. So that put me in a deficit of almost $300. And so I went ahead and transferred my savings over to the spending account, which that swallowed it up. I'm still in the deficit of about $200. And nobody wants to take the blame for that. The bank should have never accepted that charge, because it would throw me in arrears, and I was only allowed to be $50 deficit in my account. So if they can't tell me why they did that, the Amazon can't tell me why they charged me twice. They're saying I got a second ramp. I didn't get no second ramp. So I don't know. It just took every penny I had, and it stopped me dead in my tracks. I can't do anything, because the things I'm wanting to do now is certain things I need, and I don't have it. So that's where I'm at, and I need a sip of coffee. I need a sip of coffee. Should I have a camera out here on a tripod? But that's where I'm at. I've got all kinds of plans, and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of air layering or root balling. I don't know why they call it air laying, because I mean, air ain't the main thing about it. The main thing about it is stripping that bark in an area under that piece that you want. And I don't know. I don't know if you can clone anything from the pine tree family. I don't know. I know you can do it on the azaleas. I see a piece up there I'm gonna do. But if you get a nice enough clone off of something, you can get upwards of $10 for that plant. And stuff like azaleas and crepe myrtles, they are fast growers. So anyway, that's where I'm at, folks. I'm gonna spend a little while out here today trying to look at my stuff. And let me put my hat back on. I'm just looking at the best ways to root this stuff, and this stuff, that's not gonna take. It's not even showing any signs of rooting, and I don't know. I still don't see nothing there, but it seems to be doing good. I might water that again today. This here little thing here is not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. This is new growth, new growth. We'll see. There's some water in that. Why no? Now, these here I could use for root balls too, but they're actually too big. You need the little short ones like this, unless you got a really heavy limb or something you're trying to clone. I might do that with one just to experiment around. Now, I do know that I can use the aloe gel as a rooting hormone, but it would be the bigger leaves. Like, where is that thing? It's over there. But I got a lot of aloe. Now, I got to clean up too, or get some help cleaning up. That's good. This might make it. It's not like a heavy green like I like to see. I want to start a bunch of Christmas cactus too. Now, let's go over here. This is a Japanese plum, or the loquat, whatever you want to call it. This is squash. And it doesn't seem to be. Oh, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is brandywine. Awful slow. Now this is the I think this is a chameleon. Drop my hat. This is eggplant. The only thing come out on that is one. Let's see what this is. This is my black crowns, and those are doing wonderful. Those are doing wonderful. I love black crown. This is squash and cucumber. Squash is doing nothing. Cucumber, I got one coming up good, but another one that's not a good germination rate, I'll tell you that. Now, this is the azaleas. And they are looking super good, super nice. Let me get the lid. I still want to keep it. Boy, I wish this bite was somewhere. Okay. Now, the strawberries, I don't see a single runner on this one. I surely don't. Well, yeah, I guess that would, maybe. Alright, I got taters coming up there. Now this one here, I can get why is that? Alright, there's 1, 2, 3 plants I can get off of that. 4, 5 plants. And look at the runners coming off of that. Look at the runner, the call in there. Look at that runner. I need to get busy on these things. I see 4 or 5 runners over there. I can get all kind of plants off of these. And then to make the strawberries worth fooling with, you need about, I would say you need about 10 hanging baskets like this with them things in it to really get a good batch of strawberries. Or even better, 20. Right now I can't afford to get the baskets. I need baskets. Yeah, I'm starting to get excited about the strawberries. and I forget what you call this thing here. She might as well pull them things up, but crap. I need to harvest some of them peppers. This needs to go. That ain't gonna make it. That's not gonna make it. That needs to be in separate pots. I'm not sure what that. I'm not sure what this is. It is a hibiscus. Now, you know what I'm planning on doing? I'm planning on doing about 3 or 4 air layers off of this. And start, look at that tomato right there. Turn flying. There's at least some my, dang it, there it is. My devil's backbone is starting to come out. That Norfolk Island pine, that can go. It's not gonna make it. And I don't know if you can clone off of that or not. You might could. You might could. But these, where's my pick? There it is. Set this right there. I'm going to eat that. Yeah, ain't that pretty? It's little. I bet it's gonna be tasty. I'm gonna eat this one. Guess what? I'm gonna eat that one too. Man, them's good. Oh my goodness. Can I get that whole thing in my mouth? I'm gonna start me a compost barrel somewhere around here. Man, them's good. Those was good. Now, I can't do any air laying right now because I don't have any aluminum foil or what's that other stuff that's clear. I got to be able to wrap that thing. I like actually wrapping it. That one ain't, yeah. When you wrap it, you want it totally dark in this thing. Because what that's doing, that's mimicking it being in the ground, and it's keeping the light out. I don't have anything to wrap around it right now. I'm just dead in the water thanks to the bank and Amazon. The water bottles are better because these are stiff and they're hard to mess with. These are not. Now, put this down there. And as I said, I'm going to be starting a compost bucket. All my clippings and stuff and my leftover vegetable pieces and stuff that I need to take these. These is going to be for Mary Beth. She likes little knickknacks and stuff and figurines. I feel so bad about losing that whole box. It was full of stuff. Oh, she's got to, I don't see it. I don't see it. Where's my one that's got the spray in it? There's that one. Well, that's the one with the spray. I've got to get them mailed off or Amazon will be trying to charge me again because the first two I got was defective. So they sent me 2 new ones, but I have to have these in by May 1st. Gosh almighty. There it is. And I got one in the house. I got one in the house. She's gonna have to take them to a UPS store and they will pack them and ship them back to Amazon. I need to get that done. Matter of fact, she needs to do that Monday morning. That needed a friend and they didn't get it, and I most of the time if I seen somebody like that, I would not be a friend because I was worried about what my other friends that's pretty much normal thinks or would say. And that wasn't right. So it's just stuff like that bothers me. Stuff like the black man with a wife and 4 or 5 kids standing next to white section water fountain at the bus station, holding Coke bottles, wanting a white person to come up there and fill them full of water, because they wasn't allowed to do it. And they didn't have a water fountain because my cousin, one of my cousins, thought it was really neat and funny to bust up the water fountain that the blacks had over there, where it said colored. He's dead. But stuff like that just comes back. I didn't step up and say, hey, don't do that. That's not right. I didn't step up. I just went along with the flow, and I'm so sorry for that. I'm just, or the times when I'd be in the, when we lived, my wife and I lived in Bryson City early on, and the Indian reservation, the Cherokee reservation, was down the road there. And the little Indian kids would come in the store and just looking around. I went in stores and looked around when I didn't have no money to spend. I wasn't stealing nothing. But the Indian kids would come in there, and the manager or one of the employees, they would follow them little Indian kids all around that store. They'd stay right on their back. Call them thieving Indians, when in fact the thief was the white man, for stealing their land, stealing their country. I'm maybe some Indians did steal in the stores and stuff, but to discriminate against them like that this day and time, that store wouldn't last long. But I knew it was wrong, and I felt bad about it, but I didn't step up and say, leave them alone, or something like that. But a lot of that stuff's coming back in my mind. A lot of stuff I'm remembering that I've forgotten for years. And I don't know if I feel good. I just, for all the wrongs that's been done, that needed a friend and they didn't get it. And I most of the time, if I seen somebody like that, I would not be a friend, because I was worried about what my other friends that's pretty much normal thinks or would say. And that wasn't right. So it's just stuff like that bothers me. Stuff like the black man with a wife and 4 or 5 kids standing next to a white section water fountain at the bus station, holding Coke bottles, wanting a white person to come up there and fill them full of water, because they wasn't allowed to do it. And they didn't have a water fountain because my cousin, one of my cousins, thought it was really neat and funny to bust up the water fountain that the blacks had over there, where it said colored. He's dead. But stuff like that just comes back. I didn't step up and say, hey, don't do that. That's not right. I didn't step up. I just went along with the flow, and I'm so sorry for that. I'm just, or the times when I'd be in the, when we lived, my wife and I lived in Bryson City early on, and the Indian reservation, the Cherokee reservation, was down the road there. And the little Indian kids would come in the store and just looking around. I went in stores and looked around when I didn't have no money to spend. I wasn't stealing nothing. But the Indian kids would come in there, and the manager or one of the employees, they would follow them little Indian kids all around that store. They'd stay right on their back. Call them thieving Indians. When in fact the thief was the white man, for stealing their land, stealing their country. I'm maybe some Indians did steal in the stores and stuff, but to discriminate against them like that, this day and time, that store wouldn't last long. But I knew it was wrong, and I felt bad about it, but I didn't step up and say, leave them alone or something like that. But a lot of that stuff's coming back in my mind. A lot of stuff I'm remembering that I've forgotten for years. And I don't know if I feel good. I just, for all the wrongs that's been done to people simply because of their simply because they're black or they're Indian or something else, you know. It's just been on my mind, and I am so sorry. So sorry. But you know, there's nothing I can do about it now. Just nothing I can do. But I guess that's my story for today, and I'm kind of sticking to it. I got some leaves I cut off of that aloe plant the other day. And aloe is you can use aloe gel as a hormone. And that's what I'm gonna put on this rose thing, give it a month. I had never tried to root a rose like that, but am I recording? GoPro, start recording. I'm gonna use some aloe on this rose I'm trying to root this way. And I hate that gel because it's all so slimy. Oh, now I'm gonna put it back in there. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting gel off of these. These leaves I was gonna throw away, but I'm gonna get the aloe gel out and put it in a little seal cup and start using that for hormone stuff. There's other things you can use too. Aspirin. Aspirin is a last resort thing, you know, if you ain't got nothing else. But sometimes it will work. But anyhow, I wish I knew about all these feelings I'm having now. Uh, and there's nothing I can do about them now, you know. It's just, or the time I walked up to John Richard, that boy, the classmate of mine, and for no reason, that boy never did nothing to me. And for no reason, I started bullying that boy. Just that one time, I didn't continue to do it. I did. I swear I wished I could talk to him and apologize for that day. Dang. And a lot of people say they have no regrets, and boy, have I got the regrets. I regret a lot of things I done, or a lot of things I should have done that I didn't do. I regret that. I'm sitting here wanting to cry, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I said it once, said it again. That's my story, folks, and I'm sticking to it.